Hi, I'm John Green, and today we'll be talking about the French and Indian War. In the 1750s, the British and the French were fighting over the Ohio River Valley. The French expanded to the west and British expanded to the east. Because of this, the British and French conflict reignited in North America. Let's go to the thought.
All right. So the French were settling all over the Ohio Valley and the territory of Louisiana. This area was contested between the British and the French. Because of this, British General George Washington wanted to set up Fort Necessity. And so, George Washington led a party against the French forces, but was unsuccessful and had to surrender.
Go on. We need to build a fort.
Thanks, Thought Bubble. A year after Washington's defeat at Fort Necessity, Washington again went into battle as an aide to General Edward Braddock. They attacked Fort Duquesne, I don't know how to do that, to try to drive the French out of the Ohio River Valley. As they attacked, the French soldiers and Native Americans responded by ambushing Washington and General Braddock. The British soldiers were not accustomed to this kind of attack. They were used to their enemies lining up in orderly rows and shooting at them. They were forced to flee. These losses made Washington question the ability of the British Army. Now to the open letter. But first, let's see what's in the secret compartment. Oh, it's a soccer guy. Fowler hates soccer guys. Dear George Washington, you're an American hero. Even though you kept losing battle after battle, you are still very important to the history of the United States. In reality, though, you were a bad general who kept losing all the battles. Best wishes, John Green. Anyways, Britain's king, King George II, elected new people to run the government because he was mad that the old leaders were not winning against the French. One of these newly elected leaders was William Pitt, who finally started to reinvigorate the British desire to start winning battles. These victories gave the British some Indian supporters or followers whom they didn't have before. The following is a picture of a severed snake, which Benjamin Franklin drew to encourage the British colonies to unite against the French and Indian forces. Picture is here. The French and Indian War ended with the Treaty of Paris. The Treaty of Paris gave the British all of the land in North America to the east of the Mississippi. France gained the land west of the Mississippi. While the French were the losers of the Indian War, the real losers were the Native Americans. The Native Americans found it harder to barter with the British than it was with the French. When the Native Americans realized that the war was a loss for them, they attacked many British forts. During these attacks, many Native Americans got smallpox, which largely decimated their numbers. Due to their weak state, many Native American groups negotiated treaties with the British by the end of 1765. To stop any more contact with the Native Americans, the British government issued the Proclamation of 1763, which forbade colonists from colonizing to the west of the Appalachians. This was not enforced, however, and the colonizers continued to colonize. The Proclamation of 1763 was viewed by the colonists as an attempt by the British government to stop their expansion. Another result of the war was Britain's need for money. Britain solved the need by imposing new taxes, which the colonists despised. Great Britain also banned the smuggling that was happening by the colonists, which further angered them. They also instilled 10,000 British troops to control the Native Americans and former French subjects. The colonists viewed this as a threat that could turn against them. These added tensions between the Great Britain and the colonists later caused and inspired the Atlantic Revolution. Next week we will journey to China, where I was born. I'll see you then. Crash Course is produced and directed by Stan Muller. Our script supervisor is Danica Johnson. The show is written by my high school history teacher, Raul Meyer, and myself. Our graphics team is Thought Bubble. Thanks for watching, and as we say in my hometown, don't forget to be awesome.